Today's objective is I can add fractions with unlike denominators. The problem for today is 1/3 plus 3/5. Now we use visual models to solve problems with unlike denominators. So I will be talking you through the steps that you should have in your notebooks while we solve this problem. So the first step for me is always to circle the denominators, 3 and 5, because they're not the same. We can't add them yet until they are the same in the denominator. So the first step for me is to draw out these two fractions. Here's 1/3, and here's where I'm going to put 3/5. Okay, 1, 2, 3 parts on the inside because my denominator is 3. 3, 4, 5 parts on the inside. That's not perfect because my denominator is 5. Now it's time to color in. Okay, I have 1/3, so I'm coloring in 1 box here. 3/5, so I'm coloring in 3 boxes here. Now the next step is to write out multiples using your denominator. So my denominator here is 3, so I'm going to skip count by 3. I always like to stop at ×5 just so I don't waste too much time. You can usually find a common denominator before that. So same thing over here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because I am skip counting by 5 because that's my denominator. All right, so now it's time to find what they have in common. Now I always like to find the smallest possible number in common. In this case, it's 15. So what does this mean? Why am I doing this? Well, when we are adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators, they need to be equivalent fractions so that our denominators are equal to each other. So I'm going to take this 1/3 and turn it into a fraction that's out of 15ths. So I'm going to just write a little equal sign here and say, all right, I know I need to get to 15ths. So I'm going to zoom in on my picture. So what I like to do now is cut up my picture knowing I need to get to 15ths. So you can do this a couple ways. You can start just by drawing the lines out and counting as you go, or you can count and figure out how many pieces you need to cut. So this would be ×1, ×2, ×3, ×4. Well, to get to 15, I would need to multiply by 5. So that means I'm cutting these individual thirds into 5 pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. All right, here's my 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 pieces, 5 pieces. I cut my fraction into 5 total pieces. So I end up with 5/15. Now some people like to just multiply, and they can do that. Times 5/5. They cut each individual third into 5 pieces, and they end up with 5/15. But here's my new fraction, 5/15. I'm going to go ahead and just highlight that here, circle it up. This is what I need to do with my other fraction. Now I have 3/5. I am going to go ahead and erase this 20 and 25 just so I have a little bit more room on my end. Okay, so I know, same kind of process here. I need to turn those fifths into 15ths in the denominator. So same process, ×1, ×2, ×3. That means I need to cut each individual fifth into 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3, to get 15ths. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There it is. And in total, I have 9 colored in, so 9/15 is my fraction. How did I get there? I simply multiplied by 3/3 because 5 times 3 is 15. So here's my new fraction. And now at the end, I'm going to just rewrite my equation here at the bottom. 5/15 plus 9/15 equals 14/15. And that is how we solve addition with unlike denominators.